I'm with Cameo and Rikka. We're outside Grusin Music Hall on Saturday. What day is it today, you guys? I've lost track.
It's Saturday.
What's the Saturday?
The 25th. The 25th.
25th of June in 2011. This is the second year of the New World Music Festival, and this year we have the pleasure of having two high school students from Arapahoe High School?
Yeah.
Arapahoe High School joining us, and it's been my pleasure to spend a little time with these ladies and interview them this afternoon before we have our program tonight. Tell us more about what is the New World Music Festival, how it was explained to you, and also the format of it's a choral group, as my understanding, and then some other programs, but you guys are singing in the choral part of it. And tell us the format of the rehearsal program and then the concert, so that people understand a little bit more about what you guys are up against musically and talent-wise.
Well, I'm Rikka, and from what we heard, it was American music, American composers, and it started out with 4-hour rehearsals in Boulder, and then today we had our early rehearsal for only 2 hours, and we have a concert tonight at 7:30.
So you rehearsed for a couple months to get these songs ready?
No, we only rehearsed for a week, and we got our music the first day of rehearsal.
Hi, I'm Cameo Julius. Yeah, that was the only thing that I was a little worried about. I didn't let myself worry about it too much because I didn't want to freak myself out, but getting closer to the rehearsal times and stuff, I would think, oh crap, I hope I'm not the only one without, just getting my music late. But it was a challenge, but it's definitely different from our high school music, but it's been really cool.
How would you describe the week to other high school students now that you've done it? And obviously, we saw them at the concert.
It is just as hard as you think it would be, but it is so fun and it is so worth it. The director is just zany and he's kooky, funny character, but you gotta love him. It's so easy being in the atmosphere, even though we're younger. I've never been treated like I didn't know what I was doing or like I shouldn't be here. So I felt like I really belonged, and I am taking away a lot from it.
Yeah, so how is it for you? How would you describe it to your, family or friends, or what's the experience been like for you so far?
I think it's been really interesting. The music was tough, but throughout the week, you really start to get a hold of the experience, and it starts to become a whole lot easier. And I think every high schooler should do something like this, whether it's with a small choral and doing a festival or singing with just a few other adults. It's a really neat experience that you don't get very often.
For me, one of the things that I've really liked is that it's always been really intimidating to be around professional musicians because I'm not one. But in this choral group, it's actually a mixture of what I would call like lay musicians and professional musicians. And what's that been like for you to be standing near or in the same group with professional musicians?
I think it's really cool. Growing up, my grandpa traveled around the world, and it was really cool to kind of get a taste of what it would be like to be around so many professional singers that sing so profoundly, and just learning a lot from how they sing and how they act, so you can kind of follow.
So your grandfather was a professional musician traveling?
Yeah, his name was Casey Jones. He's the conductor of the Colorado Choir, or was the conductor of the Colorado Choir, and he traveled all around Europe and just went to a million places that I wish I could have gone.
How about for you? What's it been like for you?
It's been a lot different from where I thought I would end up, but I'm really glad that I came. I didn't have, the grandpa background or anything like that. I started listening to Blink-182 and Avril Lavigne when I was a kid and fell in love with music and always wanted to be in a band and stuff like this, but never thought that I would love being in a choir so much and it be so easy to fall in love with the people that I sing with, and it just be such a cool experience.
Do you think that learning the skill set to sing this kind of music also helps you? It translates into, for example, if you were singing in a rock or in some other kind of alternative music group, do you think that these skills you're learning here really transfer?
Yeah, well, one of the biggest things that I've got is I'm right next to someone who's used to being a soloist, Christine, and she just really stands out. And she helps me a lot get my notes and stuff like that, but for me to hear myself and to know that I'm singing and to feel it in myself, I have to be heard over her, so I have to sing out. So it's teaching me to be a lot less self-conscious, and it's the biggest thing that David said that I got from it was If you, especially in a choral setting when you're sight reading, if you stay back and you just kind of listen in from the notes from other people, that's like the worst thing you could do when you're sight reading. If you just sing out and just try and get it, you are going to get the notes so much quicker, and it just becomes memorization, and it's a lot easier.
It ends up being, if you make mistakes early on, or at least potentially make mistakes early on, it's worth it, because then you are invested in the music in a way where you really know it. Otherwise, you're sort of on the coattails of others the whole time. Yeah. So anything you want to tell us before you perform this evening?
Same thing that I'll be telling my friends is that it's definitely a challenge, but don't ever feel like you aren't up to it. I mean, me and Rikka are under 18 and going into this room of everybody older than 21 talking about what were they talking about the other day? Happy hour. And me and Rikka are doing the beer back and forth, messing around. I mean, it's a really cool atmosphere, and if you feel like if you want to be in music, you want to participate and know what it feels like, it's a really cool festival to be a part of.
I would just talk to all of the high school students, from everywhere, not just Arapahoe, but any high school or college students. It's just an opportunity that you shouldn't miss out on.
Yeah, that one song we're singing, when the line, the democratic wisdom, as you were talking just a second ago about how people treat you, I mean, there's not really any editing for the fact that you guys are younger.
Yeah.
What I notice is that there really is a democracy in the choral setting between professionals and non-professionals, older and younger. Last year there was a man who sang who was in his early 90s. I mean, it was just amazing. So I don't really notice it that you guys are younger. I mean, it's once you're in the choral setting, it's like we're just voices working together. So it's been my pleasure to interview you ladies, and I hope you have a great afternoon. What are you going to be doing to get ready and rest up for the program?
Rest up. We're walking Pearl Street.
Yeah, we're shopping.
They're young. They need no rest. Signing out for my nap.